Yeah. Good morning, friends. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes,
Screen
sir.
is visible. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Welcome to Python class. Today our topic is operators in Python. Generally, in order to solve any expressions, we need operators and operands. Operators, suppose if you consider any expression like x plus y is equal to z. Here, plus and is equal to are called operators. X, Y, Z, which are literals, are called operands. Python supports various types of operators. For example, these are the various types of operators supported by Python. In addition, there are few types, but for the present class, we will discuss these types of operators. Arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical, membership operators, and identity operators. Come to arithmetic operations. As the name suggests, these operators are used to calculate the values between arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division, modulo, and the exponent. Arithmetic operators, the first one, addition. Suppose A and B are any two numbers, A plus B is denoted by an arithmetic operator plus. For example, 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. 5 plus 3, if you apply, you get 8. Very simple. Subtraction, same 5 minus 3, subtraction is equal to 2. These and the multiplication, 5 3s are 15. Come to division. This is quite different as compared with C program. If you apply in C programming, division operator gives you the quotient value without decimals. But here it will give the quotient value after successful completion of the division, like 1.6. Here in Python, there is no conversion between integer, float, and all. Perhaps there is no typecasting also. And especially you no need to specify a data type of a particular variable also. These properties demand to get the value of division operator, successful division. After successful division of the 5 with 3, the complete value in a decimal form we will get. So in order to get the value of the division operator equivalent to the C programming, we have another operator called floor division. Here you see in a two lines. Single line, normal division as compared to C programming. Double line is a floor division. Fifth one. It is a floor division. It will give us the quotient value. After dividing 5 with 3, we will get the quotient. Modulo is as usual like how C programming does. The exponent, I think this we have some experience of doing exponent is a double star, which we did not found in C program. Exclusively it is for the Python programming. Double star is used to calculate the exponent value. To calculate area of a triangle with the three sides given A, B, C, the formula is to calculate area is equal to square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus. But the square root is nothing but power 1 by 2, the exponent. S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, power 1 by 2. So to fulfill that power 1 by 2, we will use the double star. This already we have done hands-on. We have seen how to calculate the exponent value. Come to relational operators. For the case of relational operators, not equal, double equal, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. All will supported in C programming also. In Python also same relational operators were continuing. But the key difference is on success, here you will get true. On failure, you will get false, which is maintained in Python, true or false. In the case of C, it is maintained with 0 and 1. Instead of true and false, we maintain zeros, ones. Except that there is no difference in the case of relational operators. Here you see, if you consider 5 and 3, 5 not equal to 3, which is true. 5 equal to 3, which is false. 5 less than 3 is also false. 5 less than or equal to 3 is false. 5 greater than 3 is true. 5 greater than or equal to 3 is true. There is no much difference apart from the using of the true and false instead of 0 and 1. Which is these relational operators behave like same like a C program. There are few logical operators in Python. The operator is AND, A-N-D, AND. or not. The operator AND will be true if both the operands are true. That means X, Y. If both are true, then only X and Y will be true. Like how you learn in operators in discrete mathematics. Suppose if you consider R will be true. R will be true if any one of the operands is true. That means either X or Y. If any one is true, then X or Y will be true. Fine. Suppose if you are calculating the bill amount of some electricity. If the range of the number of units is between 50 and 100, if number of units are in between 50 and 100, then the bill amount is 5 rupees per number of units. That means number of units should be greater than 50. That is first condition, X. number of units should be greater than 50, first condition, and less than 100, number of units less than 100. So suppose number of units is nu. Nu is greater than 50, that is the first condition, X condition. Nu is less than 100, that is the second condition. If both conditions are true, then only bill amount will be considered like a 5 rupees per unit. That means here what we require is you have to fulfill the both conditions X and Y. In that case, we will use AND operator. Right? Suppose you are calculating whether given entered character is vowel or consonant. If user entered some character, if it is either A or E or I or O or U, A, E, I, O, U, any one of the character A, E, I, O, U, entered by a user, then it is a vowel, otherwise it is a consonant. Not means it is, which is used to calculate the complement of an operator. Now I will show you some programs related to these operators. So what is the output of the first program?
Both numbers are greater than 0.
Yes, both numbers are greater than 0. Since A is 10, which is greater than 0, B is 20, which is also greater than 0, the both numbers are greater than 0. This is the condition. Okay. Now come to second program. A is
No number is greater than 0.
Yeah, no number is greater than 0. That means the second condition will be applied. If any one of the conditions A greater than 0 or B greater than 0, if any one condition at least satisfied, then you will get the first statement will be executed. But here it is not the case, so second statement will be executed. These are the two simple examples to understand AND and OR. Yeah. Now I am fixing that adult age is 18. Now I am considering age is equal to int input, please enter age. What does this statement denotes? Second statement, second line.
To input
Second
the
line.
age.
Sorry.
To enter the age, sir.
Enter the age. Suppose I entered 19. Then age will be
19.
19. Then the condition.
Adult.
Come to
User
condition.
is adult.
Condition.
Adult.
19 is greater than adult age. Then what is the output?
User is adult.
User is
User is-
adult.
User is adult. User is adult. Same program we can use with negation also. Like how we use in a discrete mathematics and or negation. Here not. That means this condition is not to be followed. Now come. Adult age is 18. Again I have fixed. Age is equal to int something something I have written. Then I have entered 15. Then age will be
User is not adult.
user is not a adult. Yes. Here not you can remember like this. It is a negation in discrete mathematics. And or Both are. And is also a similar how behave like in discrete mathematics. And if both are true, then only the condition is true. Or is if any one of the true, that means true, false also true, false, true also true. In not, what it will be, if it is true, you will get false. If it is false, you will get true. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. See, I think we don't have an operator called in or not in C programming. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen any operator like in or not in C programming?
No, sir.
No,
sir.
sir.
No. But in Python, these are for exclusively for Python. The operator called in and not in. Okay. Consider a list like this. A city is equal to Hyderabad, Vijayawada, Kurnool. Now, for X, in is an operator. In city means list. Print X. That means Hyderabad will be treated as X, Vijayawada will be treated as X, Kurnool will be treated as X, and all the values will be printed. Here you no need to specify the X also, because no variable and no data type can be specified. You can use it directly. But here operator is in. These two operators, in and not in, are called membership operators, which you don't see in C program. Now, you see, X value is 4, Y value is 8, list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If X in list, print X is available in the given list. What is X? 4. Does the 4 is available in the list?
Yes, sir.
So that's why X is available in the given list. If not, you can print X is not available in the given list. If you take X is equal to 20, then second statement will be executed. X is in the list or not in the list. Similarly, suppose Y is equal to 8. If Y not in list, Y is not available in the given list. So Y's value is 8. So Y is not available in the list. Else Y is available in the list. So without program also we can see directly, we can say X value is 4, Y value is 8. X is available in the list, Y is not available in the list. So X is available in the given list, Y is not available in the given list. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
So membership operators are used to test if a sequence is present in the object. That means certain X is there in the object or not. That is membership operators. See here, identity operators called is not. Consider A is equal to 5, 8. B also 5, 8. And C is equal to A. If A is B, printf A is B, else A is not B. If A is C, printf A is C, else printf A is not C. The output is A is not B. Sir, here 5 and 8, here also 5 and 8, then A and B are same. Don't be think like that. Here it will consider compares the operator, sorry, no, object value. That means content of A and B are same, we'll agree. But A and B are of different objects, having different memory locations. Their memory locations are different. Their memory locations are different. But once A is assigned to C, that means C is equal to A, then these two memory locations become same. And A and C are the both same objects. Here it will not check the values, please understand. 58, 58, it will not compare these two values, compare the objects. So that's why A is C will be printed. So is not. These two are the operators in case of Python program. Friends, we have some more operators. We look in another class, but as of now come to arithmetic operators. Here, all the operators are present in C programming except floor division and
Exponents.
and in division also, which works different to the C program. Okay, division also works different to the C program. Does all these works with similar lines of C programming? Relational operators.
Yes, sir.
Yes, but output follows with 0, 1 in the case of C programming. Here, true, false.
True, false.
That is the difference. Yeah. What about these operators? Does these operators exist in C programming or C++ or anywhere? No reply. Please tell me.
In C programming, we use symbols.
Hello.
In C programming, we
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Yes, sir.
The case of C programming.
Yes,
Am I
sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the case of C programming, this is R. What about X? The not is existed in C programming? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Tilde symbol. Tilde, not negation. Okay. But here, in case, because Python is user friendly, we'll write like a literal A and E and O or R, not X. But these are similar to C programming. Yeah, this is example on that. This is not operator. What about in and not in?
Does not exist in C programming.
Yes, good. Does not exist in C program. Membership operators. A sequence is presented in an object or not in test. This is an example program, in and not in. What about is and not? Is not. Does they exist in C programming?
No, sir.
No, does not exist. Right? So these are is and is not. There exist few more operators which we will see in the next class.